got here to Animal Kingdom. This is the last date I'm gonna be here, so I'm really excited about this. And I'm also solo, not super excited about that, but at least I get to do whatever I want, even though I was able to do whatever I want the previous days. It'll be fun. Welcome to Animal Kingdom. I also will say I love the amount of eclecticness I see here. There are so many interracial couples and families. It really looks like we are the world out here in Disney, and I'm all for it. And as you can see, I'm like racing to beat the clouds because it's definitely gonna rain, as it's been doing the last couple of days, but rain, sleet, or snow. We're gonna check out the little walking trail that they have. They also have lockers. Again, I mentioned they give you everything that you need for this whole experience. I think Rainforest Cafe, I don't need food or drink right now. What I do need though is to ride that Avatar ride again. Pretty cool looking. And they do have like the things that they mentioned, like it's a jerky ride, like you're kind of feeling like you're lifted, or if you have issues with like pregnancy or things like that, not to ride the ride. But they don't mention, like, they have a lot of things that I feel like can cause seizures. Like they have flashing lights at the start of a lot of rides, including this ride, because I got to preview it the other day. I'm just riding it again because why not? But they do have like a couple of things that are going on, like there's lights that like flash rapidly at you, and that's not good. But just mention that too, Disney.
The Avatar program. Soon, you're gonna have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage.
So we're just getting off the ride now, and it was actually super fun. I actually rode it twice because I just find it to be so interesting looking, and they do like a lot of cool IMAX-y type of stuff, so you're like in front of this big old screen and it feels like you're actually dropping even when you're not dropping. It's really, really fun. It's a lot better than like the tower things. They actually do drop you, and that's scary, but you're safe. But this ride's a lot better because you're sitting in a chair and you're just kind of enjoying the experience. So I would recommend doing this if you're in Animal Kingdom, because it's probably one of the best rides that they have right now. This is where I'm staying currently, and you can kind of see that they have tons of people and tons of stuff happening in the background. They also have lots of food options, which I really love too. This is actually the last day for me. As you see this, you'll probably not even understand, but like the last couple of days have been really, really fun. I also was able to go to a lot of different rides, even though I wasn't supposed to be able to go to a lot of rides. Just a lot of mishaps happened, but thankfully it worked out. Thank you. But Alex just left, so it's just me now, so I'm probably just gonna spend most of the day, left of the day in my room, which is crazy because if you look, it looks like it's like completely daytime. It's literally 8:30 right now. It's 8 at, you would think it would be 8 at night, but it's 8 in the daytime. So I'm just kind of looking around, enjoying it, but everybody else went to like this late dinner, but I don't want to do that at this point because earlier in the day we went out and got completely rained on. Like everything that I had got drenched, and I even brought a poncho, but unfortunately I was dumb with my shoes, so instead of bringing my boots, which I've been wearing literally every other day, I wore these like Tom shoes like I have on now. They're like made from like this canvasy material, so that wasn't, also these are my Christmas socks, they're very comfy, but it didn't work out so great because I didn't factor in the rain. Even though we knew it was gonna rain, or at least it would likely rain, I still dumbly brought those shoes because it matched my outfit good. So I chose fashion over practicality by far, and my shoes were soaking wet, my socks were soaking wet the whole time. Thankfully I had a poncho, so everything else was generally good except my jeans got soggy. But yeah, we were there for like 3 hours, but then on top of that, today we were supposed to have the option to not even the option, we were supposed to be able to have what's called lightning lanes, so you can basically just skip the line. Most people know what lightning lanes are, but every day we've had them lightning lanes for the same park we had access to. Today, and it wasn't everybody else, it was just us unfortunately, but today we had access to what we thought, we had lightning lane passes for Hollywood Studios, but then our clearance was only for Magical Kingdom because they only gave us certain clearances for certain places for certain days, but we could still ride stuff, still experience stuff. So I was fine with that, but it wasn't until we got there we realized that they like messed it up kinda, and so we couldn't get into the park that we had the lightning accesses to, and I don't think we could get into any of the other parks too. But long story short, or long story long, after 3 hours of being in the rain, having trouble getting into the park, having trouble getting out of the park, because we also missed the monorail or got on the wrong monorail and it went straight past where we were supposed to be while soaking wet, constantly waiting to go back. I was just like, there are something that we were supposed to do together for like a 7 p.m. dinner. Disney invited us to do this, and I'm completely grateful. That's why I've done every single thing on the itinerary that they had. And this is like the last day of stuff, but I was just not willing to do it today because after everything that went wrong, and it wasn't even really on Disney's fault. I don't know what happened, but like there were issues and there was weather, and like I'm just not willing to now. But it's sad because it looks so nice out here, which is crazy because again, it's 8:30 right now. It's 8:30, but it looks like it's like 5:30 p.m. So I don't know what's going on with the time thing, but I think that's because they it rained. I'm not really good with the science of it, but a lot of times after it rains freshly, it'll make it like the lights and like the mist and particles in the sky will like reflect light, so it'll overall make it look brighter. At least that's what I think somebody told me before. Also, I'm gonna walk backwards because I don't know if you can see me that good. I also have lots of cool stuff like this inside of it, like this is called the game station. So you could literally come in here and it's like inside arcade. Like they have all of these different games and stuff. It's really cool, and also they're like super efficient about it, I would say, because I don't really deal with stuff in terms of like, I don't know how resorts or other hotels do what they do or how they kind of lump things in together, but this is literally, Disney World really is like its own city. They should just call it Disney City because they have so many things going on all over the place. They have monorails, they have gondolas, they have trains, they have buses. Like you have so many different options to get and move around Disney World, and then even once you get into Disney World, you basically don't have to leave because they have food here, they have transportation to the other worlds here, they have the resort, and we're staying in the Contemporary Resort, which at first we didn't get it because we're from New Orleans and they have a Port of New Orleans, but apparently it's only like an okay-ish looking place, but also they have better access to where we are from the Contemporary place, so it's better for us if we actually are here because they have the monorail behind us. So that monorail takes you pretty much to all of the parks except for the Hollywood Studios, which also we found out today because we weren't able to do that. But they have so much access to so many things in this one little area, you really don't need to leave. And see, they have all of these food things, Outer Rim, Chef Mickey's, Contempo Cafe, even more stuff back there. And then you can order food too. So you get lots of options on what you get to do, you know? And even with stuff like this, they even have access to like alcohol, they have access to ice cream, they have they have a beautiful view. I'm gonna show you a view from up top, but once you get up to the top of this place, you can basically see everything that's like going on in this whole little area here, which I think is really cool. But now I'm going back to my room. And basically you don't have to leave because they have something on every floor that you can do. They have restaurants inside, they have a shop inside, and they also have like spas and everything else inside here. So you don't have to leave.
Exactly.
Amazing. Oh, cool. I like that you can see the people's shadow down there walking below the mural. That's nice. It's pretty. Anyway, they have like these really cool murals, but also like you get a really great view of everything that's going on from up here too, which I also really like. But again, it's because of that you don't really have to leave Disney World because the world is a world. It's very big, very humongous. But yeah, now that I've had my experiences for the day, I just plan to go back to my room, watch some TV, and then tomorrow I'm going to wake up early in the morning because that's my last day and we're supposed to check out for 11. So I'm going to try to wake up for 8, and I'm going to have to because I don't want to waste the last day. So I'm going to wake up for 8 a.m. and then go around and do some stuff at some of the parks before I have to check out at 11. I don't know if I can bring my suitcase and luggage with me to the different rides. It seems too inconvenient, but hopefully I can leave it at the resort and just pick it up afterwards. But only time will tell. Also, Alex just left, so I have the whole room to myself. This is what the room looks like. That's my bed. But I'm basically going to be jumping from bed to bed just because I can. And I'm going to show you this view, too, because it's an amazing view out here. Look at this. And just to be clear, this is Disney, that's Disney, that's Disney, that's Disney. Like, everything that you can see in this camera and beyond is Disney. And that's the Disney castle there in the distance. Zoom in. Yeah. Oh, that zoom is nice. But that's the Disney castle. And then I believe that's Space Mountain. But this is what I mean when I say, like, it's its own whole world out here. Like, they have so much stuff going on. And I've only been to Disney once before, and it was with my friends. So I'm with a friend now too, but there wasn't this itinerary. There wasn't a bunch of stuff on like what was going on, what we'd be doing. I don't want to let the good air out. But there wasn't a big itinerary. We was just like, we just want to go to Disney, and that's just it. But they had such an extensive itinerary, and I know it sounds crazy to hear now, but I honestly didn't want to come just because it was just so. First of all, I never would have expected Disney to invite me to do something like this. This is an amazing opportunity, which is why I did it in the end anyway. But it's just a lot of anxiety. Like, I didn't know what they expected from me. I didn't know really what I was supposed to do. Apparently, I was just supposed to live my life and have fun because they had no special requirements for me. It was just like, come to the park, and if you do, the only thing was like, if you do make content, hashtag us and like mention us. That was it. They flew me out. They paid for all of the food that I ate. They had multiple dinners for me. They paid for the room. So like the fact that I did, again, amazing opportunity, so happy I got the chance to do this. But because I didn't know what to think, didn't know what to expect, I was so nervous and scared that I almost didn't do this, but I'm so glad that I did because, again, even though I'd done this 10 years ago, even though I'm a grown adult with no kids, I do have lots of childlike wonder. That's probably why he brought me to this. And I've seen so many beautiful things. And again, because there was an itinerary set and like they wanted to make sure we saw all the things that were worth seeing, I got to see a lot of cool and amazing things. And so, yeah, this has been a great Disney trip, but I'm still gonna make sure to get some video tomorrow before I end things out. So this will probably be one of my first videos too on YouTube. That's gonna be like one of the long length ones because I have some other videos that I have in my editing bay, but I just haven't gotten around to editing them because frankly, most of them are old. Like once I started to decide I was gonna do them, I saved them because I save everything video and picture wise, but in the end, like, I'm just like, it's been over a year. Some of this stuff isn't even relevant anymore. So when I knew I was coming on this Disney trip, I knew I was gonna make content for social media short format, but I knew I wanted to make long format content. The only bad thing is, like, except for yesterday where I did like 5 minutes of video, I completely forgot to focus on YouTube. And if you're a content creator, you kind of understand, like, if you get one mindset, it's hard to set into another because this is YouTube, this is social media. So it's kind of crazy having to think about like flipping your phone in certain orientation to make it proper for certain, you know, places. But I got the hang of it by the end of today, and I'm definitely gonna focus. Tomorrow's all YouTube because I have so much video for TikTok and all the, you know, up and down ones. So I'm just gonna go with focusing on YouTube tomorrow so I can have at least like a 20-minute video of me at Disney and like experiencing it and stuff, just so you can get the long format version in case you want more, you know, more. But yeah, for today, that's it. And also I check out tomorrow, so that's it for me. And as you watch this video, I have already done all the things that I did, so I hope you enjoyed seeing me do the things I have did.
I hope